Right, moving right along in the year, we are now up to finding who our October 2024 Student of the Month is. As always, students that took a class in 2023 from us at Emerald will be on this list. October 2024 is Darcy! Yay, Darcy!
There we go. Good morning, Darcy. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Christina.
Good, good. It is so good to see you. Darcy, you are our October Student of the Month. Happy October. Here we are.
Thank you. Yes.
I think your cute little steampunk backdrop is most appropriate for this month.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. I love it. Darcy, I really just kind of want to let you take the reins and talk a little bit about your practice, um, who you are, what your practice name is, where you practice, just give me the lowdown. What should I know about you, ma'am?
Well, sure. I have two different places where I practice. The Kino Institute of Healing, where I'm a resident level massage therapist and part of the corrective team. And then I also work from my home in McKinney, where I'm the sole proprietor, and it's called Milestone Bodyworks.
I love it. And I have had the great privilege of being one of your clients there at Milestone Bodyworks. And I think I was telling you right before we started this interview, I could use another one of those amazing Darcy massages today. I really could.
Yeah, I've been told that they're transformative.
They are. That they are. And I do want to get to that, but I don't really know if I know what really brought you to the massage world. We all have a story as to why we're here. What about you? What's your journey here?
I think, like many therapists, it was my own journey out of chronic pain. So I lived a very high impact lifestyle when I was young. And then when I joined the real world and was working in an office and sitting for 14 hours a day, I no longer had a high level of fitness to support the wear and tear I put my body through. So I started having just immense pain. And at the time, I didn't know why, but it got to the point where I had sciatica that was so severe I couldn't get out of bed. And traditional medicine was not going the extra mile to find the root cause of my pain. They said, "You're young and healthy, so take some anti-inflammatories and lay down." And so I laid down and I was inactive for about a year. And until they finally did imaging and found out that I had undiagnosed scoliosis and that I had a condition called Tarlov cysts, which are cysts that come out of the spinal cord in the sacrum. So it puts a lot of pressure on those nerves that innervate our lower body. And I was prescribed physical therapy, and the manual therapies and exercise that I was prescribed there did a 180 on my life. And after, more years of advocating for myself and in the process learning how the human body works, I was able to be completely pain-free again and functional. And it really made me develop a passion for learning about the human body. I was fascinated by it. And then I also wanted to share the knowledge that helped me bring others out of pain.
That is a beautiful little journey. That's a beautiful story. I love
Mhm.
that. Yeah. So now I understand. The way that I would describe your practice is as I experienced it, and I know you see clients of all different kinds, but I saw your approach to the work as being very results driven.
Yes.
Um, Now that you share your story, that makes a lot of sense to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I want you to talk about the clients that you see and how you're using this work in this education.
So I see I see a really diverse set of clientele of all ages, physical capability, backgrounds, sometimes even different languages. But my protocols are extremely flexible, so I'm able to adapt them to meet the needs of any of my clients.
Yeah, I experienced, and I don't know if you do this with all of your clients, but you put together a really neat treatment plan for me, just kind of
Mhm.
like, so this is what we'll do in future sessions, and these are the goals, and you have very distinct goals and almost like a pathway is kind of what I felt like you were doing for me is, just kind of giving me a little bit of a roadmap with permission to U-turn when necessary.
Yep. Mhm.
So, can you talk a little bit about how you do your treatment plans and how you put those together?
Absolutely. So every part of me actively working on someone is an assessment. And it's me trying to figure out the root cause of the primary concern or why that person has come to me. And so then, depending on what that cause is, I develop a plan to, in stages, improve that situation.
I love it. Yeah.
So
And
in the cases of injury, the plan will evolve from the acute phase to the subacute to the chronic and then healed.
healed. And
Yeah.
that's the gold star, right?
Yes.
I love it. Um, we were talking about this little question that I enjoy asking everyone whenever we do Student of the Month. I always want to know um, what is your advice to a massage student that's still in school? And I think particularly with your type of work, I really loved what you said to me. So I wonder if you could repeat here what is your advice to a massage school student? It was very insightful.
Well, I think that it is so easy to get your self-worth caught up in results-driven work. So it's important to respect our clients' bodies first and foremost, and to not let that maybe push past um, their limits.
Mhm.
Just with the desire um, to reach a certain goal.
And not getting your own identity wrapped up into whether you reach that goal or not, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like your approach to the work has kind of driven that? Like, have you had experiences where you can say, "Yep, I took that one too personally." Like,
Well, it can drive self-doubt and I think create some disillusionment or like loss of confidence in your ability. But in medicine, I think it's important to remember that there are so many variables and that um, it's not always you.
and oftentimes is not.
Yeah.
Yeah. The power that made the body heals the body. We're just there to facilitate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the body's going to unravel and do its thing
Mhm.
as it sees fit. But we can also create an expectation and some guidelines there. Yeah.
Mhm.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. So you've taken a few classes with Emerald,
Yeah.
and I know you have taken uh, your education is really impressive. You've really worked hard to make sure that you understand the work. I know you've spent a lot of time in pathologies and physiologies and all of that. All of that to say, what is just do you have a modality that you just love to bring to the table?
Yes, so my favorite modality is MET or muscle energy technique because it's based on the most foundational principles that make the body work. And so it is incredibly adaptable. You can blend it with other modalities seamlessly, and I've seen it achieve wonderful results for people.
And how did you attain that training?
So that was through Kino. That was the only school that offered MET as part of its curriculum. So that's why I went there. Um, and then after going through the massage academy, I continued to mentor with the advanced practitioner and head of their corrective clinic named Lee Wen to become more advanced in that modality.
And you are. You deliver it beautifully.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah, I'm a fan, girl. I'm a fan. So before we wrap up, I am curious, what else do we need to know about you personally, professionally? Anything we didn't touch on that you just feel like you need to put out there?
Um, well, I think that one of the wonderful things about the massage therapy industry is that it isn't so safeguarded, that um, we as practitioners have vast networks of other practitioners that we work with and learn from and refer to, all to create the best outcomes for our clients. It's about helping people. And um, so if there's anything that I would want people to know about me, it's that I'm a team player and that I would love to communicate about, the different ways other massage therapists are working and to also expand my referral network.
That's excellent. Yeah, it's not about competition, it's about collaboration, right?
Yeah, to help
Yeah.
people.
Absolutely. And the more we work together, then the stronger our field is as a whole. So, yeah,
Hmm.
and the more people we get to help, the more effective our work becomes. I love
Yeah.
that. So glad you added that in there. Thank you for
Hmm.
that.
Of course.
And you are a valuable part of the Emerald community. You are a gem to us, and we really appreciate having you as part of our community. You
Oh,
need to
thank
know that.
you. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed
Abs-
all the classes. They made a big difference in my practice.
Well, that's always nice to hear. That's the
Yeah.
goal. So, yeah, and I hope that you continue to be a part of our community. And I just want to encourage anybody that's out there that's listening to this interview with Darcy that she's open to collaboration and to working with other therapists and reach out. So we're going to be posting your contact information. You have some beautiful bios that you put together. People might want to even know how you did that.
Oh,
Um, yeah, yeah. Your professional presentation is one that would definitely um, I would encourage other students or new therapists to reach out to you for the way that you present yourself professionally. It's quite admirable. So,
oh, thank you.
yeah, absolutely. Thank you for being here. And it's just a quick little interview. We got to say goodbye for today, but I appreciate your time so much.
Oh, I appreciate you too. It was good talking to you.
Absolutely. You have a great day, ma'am.
You too.